It's 11:47 p.m. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, and that familiar voice starts whispering, "Another day gone." What did I actually accomplish? You had 17 meetings today, answered 64 emails, checked your phone 89 times. You were busy, productive even, but lying here now you feel empty, like you're watching your life happen to someone else. If you're between 25 and 55, you're living through what psychologists call time anxiety epidemic. You're not imagining it. Modern life is literally stealing your sense of being alive. Sarah, a 34-year-old marketing director, said something that haunts me. "I'm successful on paper, but I feel like I'm sleepwalking through my own existence. I haven't felt truly present in years." Sound familiar? That knot in your stomach when you realize another week vanished without meaning? You're exactly where you need to be. Smash that subscribe button right now if you've ever felt like you're running on a hamster wheel, moving fast but going nowhere. Because in the next 16 minutes, I'm going to show you how to break free from this modern prison. Drop a yes if you've ever lain awake, wondering where did my life go. Your honesty might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. The time theft revelation. Here's something that's going to make you angry. Your brain is literally deleting your life, and no one told you how to stop it. Dr. Kahneman's research revealed this devastating truth. Your brain creates time perception through novelty recording. When you were 12, summer vacation felt eternal because everything was new. Your neural pathways were constantly firing, creating rich, detailed memories. But now, same coffee shop, same commute, same Netflix show. Your brain recognizes these patterns and stops recording them as significant experiences. It's like your life is a movie, but your brain keeps hitting the skip button. Days, weeks, months, gone without a trace in your memory banks. This is why 2019 feels like yesterday, while childhood summers felt like lifetimes. Your adult brain is literally fast-forwarding through your existence. But here's the neuroscience hack that changes everything. Sarah discovered this accidentally. Instead of her routine Starbucks run, she explored a local cafe she'd passed for 3 years. That single 15-minute experience made her entire day feel longer, richer, more meaningful. Why? She forced her brain out of autopilot mode. New neural pathways fired. Her consciousness started recording again. You can hijack your brain's time perception starting tomorrow. Take a different road. Try a new lunch spot. Have a real conversation instead of scrolling. Each novel experience literally expands your perception of time. Who else has noticed this? Share in the comments. Does breaking routine actually make your days feel longer? Your experience might validate someone else's reality. The priority crisis solution. You're drowning in opportunities, and it's killing your soul. The modern professional faces an average of 35 urgent decisions daily. Your great-grandmother faced maybe 5. Your brain wasn't designed for this decision overload. You say yes to the client call because it might lead somewhere. You attend the networking event because you should. You volunteer for the committee because it looks good. Meanwhile, your energy drains into 1,000 tiny buckets, leaving nothing for what truly matters. Sarah told me, "I'm busy every moment, but at the end of the year, I can't point to anything meaningful I've built." This is where Warren Buffett's brutal strategy changes lives. Write down 25 professional goals. Circle your top 5. Everything else isn't your someday list. It's your never touch again list. Because here's the psychology. Every yes to something mediocre is a no to something extraordinary. Your attention is finite. Your energy is limited. Your years are numbered. But society programs you to believe you can do it all. You can't. The most successful people aren't busy. They're selective. Harvard Business School tracked executives for 10 years. Those who said no to good opportunities to focus on great ones earned 400% more and reported 300% higher life satisfaction. What would make your top 5 list if you were brutally honest? Share one priority in the comments. Sometimes stating what matters forces us to protect it. The relationship bankruptcy cure. Your relationships are dying and productivity culture is the killer. The average professional spends 23% of their waking hours on devices. But here's what the research doesn't tell you. You're not just losing time, you're losing the ability to form deep human connections. When did you last have a conversation without checking your phone? When did you last ask someone how they're really doing and wait for the real answer? Sarah's wake-up call came when her 16-year-old daughter said, "Mom, even when you're here, you're not here." That sentence broke something open. Relationships work like emotional bank accounts. Every interaction is either a deposit or withdrawal. Distracted listening? Withdrawal. Being consistently late? Withdrawal. Promising and not delivering? Withdrawal. And just like real banks, you can't make withdrawals without deposits. But here's what builds deposits that compound over time. Not grand gestures, not expensive gifts, small, consistent presence. Sarah started with one rule. When her daughter talked, the phone went in another room. Not just face down, gone. That single change transformed their relationship in 8 weeks. And here's something counterintuitive the research proves. Shared struggles create stronger bonds than shared pleasures. The friends who help you move become closer than the friends you party with. Why? Because vulnerability plus time plus shared challenge equals deep connection. It's a formula as reliable as compound interest. Here's the paradox that changed my life completely. Giving time makes you feel like you have more of it. Help someone for 20 minutes and somehow your day feels fuller, not emptier. It's like the universe rewards generosity with abundance. Tag someone in the comments who deserves more deposits in their relationship bank account. Maybe today's the day to reach out. The career stagnation, breakthrough your career strategy, is probably destroying your future, and I can prove it. The average professional will change careers 5 to 7 times. Yet most people still think linearly, climb the ladder, get promoted, repeat. It's industrial age thinking in an innovation economy. Here's the brutal truth. Optimizing for salary too early is like eating seed corn. You get short-term satisfaction but destroy long-term growth. In your 20s and 30s, every skill you learn is like buying a lottery ticket for your future. The more tickets you have, the higher your odds of hitting something extraordinary. Forget the career ladder. It leads to a ceiling. Modern careers are jungle gyms. Move sideways, backwards, diagonally. Each move builds unique skill combinations that make you irreplaceable. Sarah was stuck in traditional marketing until she volunteered for a data analytics project nobody wanted. That useless side skill became the foundation for her promotion to Director of Marketing Intelligence, a role that didn't exist before she created it. But here's the learning multiplier that changes everything. Want to master anything 10 times faster? Teach it to someone else immediately. When you explain concepts, your brain has to understand them at a deeper level. Your struggles make you a better teacher than an expert because you remember what's confusing. And here's a secret weapon. Read biographies obsessively. Each one gives you a lifetime of experience in hours. You learn from their mistakes without paying the price. Steve Jobs read biographies of Thomas Edison. Einstein studied Newton. Success leaves clues, but only if you're looking. What skill have you been avoiding that both excites and terrifies you? That fear is your compass pointing toward growth. Share it below. Maybe we can learn together. The energy depletion solution. You're managing time but ignoring energy, and it's sabotaging everything. Time management without energy management is like trying to drive a Ferrari with no fuel. You can plan all you want, but if you're running on empty, meaningful work becomes impossible. Here's what's really happening. You're actually 2 different people, morning you and evening you. They're in constant conflict over your life. Morning you makes ambitious plans. I'll exercise after work. Call mom tonight. Read before bed. Evening, you shows up exhausted like Netflix and takeout, it is. Stop letting morning you be a dictator to evening you. Sarah cracked this code when she realized she kept promising herself evening workouts, then feeling guilty when she was too drained. So she flipped it. Morning exercise became fuel for her day, not another burden for her evening. But here's the real secret about energy. Most people never audit their energy. They don't realize some activities give energy while others drain it. That morning walk? Energy boost. That toxic colleague conversation? Energy vampire. That creative project? Energy multiplier. That pointless meeting, energy drain. Physical movement isn't just health advice. It's cognitive enhancement. Your brain literally works better when your body moves. Stuck on a problem? Walk for 10 minutes. The solution will come. Stanford research proves walking increases creative output by 60%. And here's a zero willpower hack. Micro movements. 10 push-ups while coffee brews. Stairs instead of elevator. 5-minute stretches. Your body was designed to move, not sit for 8 hours. What's one micro movement you could add tomorrow? Share your commitment. Public accountability increases follow-through by 65%. The presence. Poverty cure. You're living in two places that don't exist, and it's stealing your life. Your mind spends 47% of its time in the past, which you can't change, or future, which you can't control. That means you're only truly alive 53% of the time. But practicing presence isn't about emptying your mind, it's about filling it with what's actually happening instead of what you're worried might happen. The neuroscience is clear. Present moment awareness literally rewires your brain for well-being. It's not spiritual. It's practical neuroscience. Sarah discovered this through one simple experiment I gave her. For 1 week, she focused completely on one ordinary activity each day. Monday, actually tasting her coffee instead of just drinking it while reading emails. Tuesday, feeling her feet on the ground while walking. Wednesday, listening to her daughter's stories without planning her response. She told me, I realized I'd been living my life like I was watching a movie of someone else's experience instead of actually starring in it. Gratitude isn't just feel-good advice, it's brain training. Your brain has a negativity bias designed to keep you alive, but not necessarily happy. Gratitude literally creates new neural pathways that notice abundance instead of scarcity. But here's the key insight. Unexpressed gratitude is like having money in a bank you never access. The transformation comes from expression, writing it down, saying it out loud, sharing it with others. Right now, think of one specific thing you're grateful for today. Not just think it, feel it. That's your brain creating new pathways toward contentment. Share one thing you're grateful for in the comments. Your gratitude might spark someone else's appreciation. The purpose deficit solution. You're successful but not significant, and that's why you feel empty. Modern culture optimizes for achievement but ignores fulfillment. You can hit every goal and still feel hollow because achievement without contribution is just sophisticated selfishness. Here's what the research reveals. When you help others, your brain releases the same chemicals as when you receive help. It's like nature built in a reward system for contributing to something larger than yourself. But significance doesn't require grand gestures. Sometimes it's mentoring someone for 30 minutes. Sometimes it's really listening when someone needs to talk. Sometimes it's sharing knowledge that could change someone's trajectory. Sarah started with just 30 minutes weekly mentoring a junior colleague. That half hour became the highlight of her week, not because of what she gave, but because of how it reminded her of her own growth and purpose. Here's the beautiful paradox. It's impossible to help someone and feel sorry for yourself simultaneously. Service is the antidote to self-pity. Community isn't something that happens to you. It's something you actively build. The best time to build your community is before you need it, because when you need one, it's too late to start. When you focus on making someone else's day better, your own day improves automatically. It's not just philosophy, it's psychology. Think about someone who could use encouragement today. Maybe it's a text, maybe it's a call, maybe it's just telling someone you appreciate them. Who came to mind? Share in the comments. Sometimes naming it makes it more likely to happen. The balance myth destruction. Everyone talks about work-life balance, but they're selling you a lie that's making you miserable. Balance isn't about equal time. It's about intentional energy allocation. A master violinist doesn't spend equal time on every string. They adjust tension to create harmony. The modern myth says you can optimize everything simultaneously. Be the perfect parent, employee, friend, and individual all at once. It's impossible, and attempting it guarantees mediocrity in everything. Sarah learned this when she stopped trying to be everything to everyone all the time. Instead of perfect balance, she chose conscious imbalance. During her daughter's senior year, family time was the priority. During a crucial project launch, work got the focus. The magic was being intentional about these choices instead of feeling guilty about them. Life has seasons. Summer isn't better than winter. They serve different purposes. Your career has seasons. Your relationships have seasons. Your health has seasons. Real balance looks like this. Work intensely, then rest deeply. Engage fully, then withdraw completely. Give generously, then receive gracefully. Recovery isn't waste. It's how you multiply your time's value. Your brain needs downtime to process, consolidate, and create. That lazy Sunday might be when your breakthrough idea emerges. And here's permission you desperately need. Self-care isn't selfish. It's sustainable. You can't pour from an empty cup, and burnout helps no one. What area of your life is starving for attention right now? Maybe it's time to give yourself permission to focus there without guilt. Name it in the comments. Acknowledgement is the first step. There's a truth that terrifies most people but liberates the wise. Every spiritual tradition shares this insight. Remembering death helps you live more fully, not to create fear, but to create clarity. When you truly internalize that your time is limited, trivial concerns evaporate. The argument you've been holding on to, the grudge that's eating you, the fear that's stopping you, they all shrink when faced with ultimate reality. Steve Jobs said it best, remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose. Sarah's grandfather passed during our work together. Heartbreaking, yes, but it also brought crystal clarity. She realized she'd been postponing important conversations, delaying meaningful experiences, saving her best energy for someday. His last words to her were, "I spent too much time preparing to live and not enough time actually living." That became her new operating system. Death isn't the opposite of life. It's what gives life urgency and meaning. Knowing summer will end makes you appreciate warm sunshine. Knowing relationships are temporary makes you treasure them more deeply. Here's the question that transforms everything. If you knew you had exactly 1 year left, what would you start doing immediately? What would you stop doing? Who would you spend time with? These aren't hypothetical questions. They're your value system made visible. Share one thing you'd do differently if you truly believe life was precious and brief. Sometimes stating our truth publicly gives us courage to live it. Here's what we've discovered together, and this changes everything. Life isn't about finding extra hours. It's about making your hours count for something that matters to you. Remember Sarah? 8 months after applying these principles, she sent me a message that made me tear up. I don't have more time than before, but I feel like I'm finally living my time instead of just surviving it. Here's your roadmap to reclaiming your life. Time expands when you break patterns and create novelty. Priorities clarify when you face mortality honestly. Relationships thrive on presence and small deposits. Growth happens one step outside your comfort zone. Energy management trumps time management. Presence transforms ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences. Purpose comes from contribution, not achievement. Balance means conscious seasons, not perfect equality. And mortality awareness awakens you to what truly matters. Your habits become your days. Your days become your years. Your years become your life. But here's the secret. You don't need to overhaul everything at once. Pick one insight from today, just one. Test it this week. That's how real transformation happens. One conscious choice at a time. If this video shifted something inside you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that actually changes lives instead of just filling time. Your support helps me create wisdom that matters. Time will pass whether you live it intentionally or let it slip away unconsciously. The choice, the power to design your days, that's entirely yours. Before you leave, commit to one change in the comments below. What's the single thing you're going to do differently this week? Your public commitment to this community might be the bridge between intention and transformation. Until next time, stop surviving your life and start designing it. Share this video with someone who feels stuck in the busy trap. Sometimes the right message at the right moment can change everything.